Hey. I think I am all over the place today. That is my confession. And unlike Usher, I'm not going to sing it. But welcome to Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. I'm excited to be back. I know I was gone last week, and you know why I was gone last week? I feel like Mr. Rogers. I'm moving stuff around. I was gone last week because last week was vacation. Hits the top. I can't point right. Wait. Let's see. Nope. Wait. There we go. There we go. Yes. Here's the topic. Apparently, oh, I can't even point. I give up. But 5 lessons from vacation because I was on what vacation? You might be like, Dr. Erica, where are you? Where are you? I don't know if the shirt gives a hint. I was in Martha's Vineyard. So I was in the vineyard for vacation. And what I decided to do, and I know I challenge you to do this a lot too, which is when we are unplugging or recharging and doing self care or just being proactive about our own mental health, is to be very intentional about it. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I traveled, my bag was so dang heavy. I had all of the things in there. I had ring lights in there. I had my mic. I had all of these things, my stand where my computer is now. I packed all this stuff because I had planned to live stream, see patients, do all of these things while I was there. And then once I got there and actually unplugged and started relaxing, I was able to listen to myself and listen to my body and hear what it really was telling me. And what it was telling me was sit your butt down somewhere. It was saying, Dr. Erica, sit your butt down. Just totally relax a little bit more. So that's when I decided to go ahead and make the executive decision and not live stream last week. And I actually didn't see patients last week. I still did a little bit of work, but I kind of partitioned it off to the morning. And then when I closed my laptop, I was done for the day. But I didn't want this to be an all day thing, which meant cutting out all of the evening things I did. I actually didn't even go to class in the evenings. I just did my one on one. I told you I have a few coaches. So I did my one on one sessions with my coaches. But other than that, I cut everything out just so I could actually recharge. And if I'm honest about it, it made all of the difference in the world. And we're going to talk about that more in a second. So the first thing is I want to say thank you and welcome for coming. Two quick housekeeping things. Three, actually. The first one is if you know someone that needs this message, share. Sharing is caring. The second is if you know someone that needs this message, you have the option to tag. Tag. The last is if you're watching it later, don't even worry about it. I'm just happy you came. Just put hashtag replay in the comments. Feel free to put questions, comments in there. We will circle back even if they are after the show airs. And if you do me a favor as you come in, let me know where you were watching. So go ahead. Let me go ahead and tell you. I am Dr. Erica, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist and podcaster. I am so passionate about helping people be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry, my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, and my podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all this to help people that give of themselves to everyone and seemingly have nothing left for themselves and find themselves wondering when someone gonna pour into me. So I do that to help all people, those people, and people like you. I'm here to help put you back into your life. So we're going to get started. I'm so excited to be back on for Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. I realized I didn't even IG live when I was on vacation. So this is my first time on screen for 2 weeks. So woohoo, hello. So as we were talking about what's going on today, we're talking about 5 lessons from vacation. The first thing is who told you can't learn anything on vacation? And you can learn things that aren't from a book. So I wanted to make sure that as I kind of picked up on this inspiration and these lessons, that I did my due diligence and did my community service and came here and passed it on to you because we are a collective. We are making it through this world together. And you deserve to get all the information I get without having to do the work. See, you see what I did there? So let's go ahead and get started because, sometimes people act like you can't learn anything on vacation or include that. Hey, It's a stressful time. It's a pandemic. There's COVID. You can't vacation. There's so much work you have to do. I have work to do everywhere. I have a million things to do. I can't slow down. Another myth is just that you can't necessarily get along with people if you vacation with a bunch of people for a week. And let me tell you, none of that is true. So let's go ahead and get to it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is sometimes you just need to pause. So you know how I told you I kind of made an executive decision and took stuff off my calendar, is sometimes you just need to slow down. And what you're going to notice is a lot of these things, it doesn't matter the location. So some people act like to vacation or take time off, you have to go to some elaborate destination, like you need to be on the Seychelles or in St. Martin or Paris or in Tulum. You got to be somewhere. Most of this stuff you can get something out of a break and not even leave. See, we're going to talk about using all the resources. But sometimes you just need to pause. You just need to be still for a moment. You need to hop off that treadmill of stuff, treadmills of work, treadmills of housework, treadmills of tasks, treadmills of family, treadmills of business, treadmills of school. Sometimes you just got to hop off the treadmill and pause. And the second thing I learned was there's just nothing like some good sleep. Sometimes you just need to rest. And I actually found myself waking up refreshed, and I actually didn't sleep in. I was waking up by 6 out of bed before 7 and was fine and had plenty of energy, but that's because the rest I was getting was so restorative and uninterrupted. So don't underestimate the value of good sleep. And good sleep is free. So we talked about pausing and sleep. Both are free. See? The third thing we're going to talk about is doing the least is a vibe. My entire theme of my personal vacation. Now, there's some people they vacation, they want to do all the things. I've never been a confession. Next confession. I've never been a do all the things kind of vacationer. One of my good friends knows that she likes to plan everything. I hate having plans. I like to just relax. So I'm never doing the most on vacation, but this time I was literally doing the least. And it's a vibe. It's a vibe sometimes, just doing the least, just relaxing and just kind of taking the day as it comes. And for me, it was slowing down without all this pressure to be places and to do things. And I could literally be on my own time. I was moving on Dr. Erica time. So sometimes doing the least is a vibe. Sometimes just not doing a whole lot works really well, and releasing yourself of this pressure that if you're off, you have to do a million things. Be it if you're off in your home, that you have to do all these things around the house or run errands, or you're off and you're vacationing and then you have to have a million excursions or a million things or visit a million people. Is sometimes doing the least is just a vibe. The last, not last, but number 4 is only do what you feel like. There is a freedom that comes when you are governed by your gut and what you actually feel like doing. There are always going to be a million things you can do. But let me tell you how good it feels just to do what you actually feel like doing, not what everybody wants you to do, not what everybody else wants to do. The people in the house when I was in the vineyard knew that sometimes Erica's going to be by herself. She's going to let everybody go out. I'll let you know a secret. I was dancing in the kitchen by myself when everybody was fishing because that's what I felt like doing. But there's something freeing that when you're going to take some time off or you're going to vacation, but even just with time off, if you just do what you feel like, and a lot of times your intuition and your body won't steer you wrong. You just have to listen to it. Number 5, you may not know how much you need it, vacation or rest, until you take it. Let me say that one more time. You may not know how much you need it until you take it. I had no idea how much I needed this vacation. And if I'm honest with you, at times I contemplated not going. Had we not paid so much money ahead of time and there was no way to get out of it and keep my money, that was the main reason I went. Otherwise, I may have canceled because I'm a little COVID conscious. I'm a little conservative. I'm risk averse. But I'm so glad I went. But I was able to go. And everyone knew I wasn't doing people. I wasn't being around large groups of people. I didn't care if it was outside. I wasn't doing a lot of people. I only did very small groups of people that I knew very well, primarily the people in my house, or I'd do something by myself because I just didn't want to be around a lot of people. But it was so restorative, but I had no idea how much I needed it until I actually did it. And I want to encourage people that even if you feel like you are still moving, you still got it, that you become mindful and put some, even if it's not a full vacation, some days off, some time off, so that you can rest and recharge, even if you don't identify initially that you need it, because I bet your body's going to love it. The bonus is figure out what makes you feel safe. Oh, Lord Jesus. Apparently, I can't make a sentence. Let's see. I'm going to make this one really simple because apparently I can't type today. Figure out what makes you feel safe and do it. So, for me, this vacation felt safe because let me tell you a few reasons why. It was a vacation that was kind of based in a house. So, I wasn't around a bunch of people in a hotel like I don't know. Is I was based in a house. I knew everyone in the house. Everyone actually in our house was vaccinated. Nobody was going to a bunch of events. And we were pretty much, it was almost like being in a bubble on vacation. Um, I know I was not going to be comfortable being out in large groups. I knew I also wouldn't feel comfortable being in a house where anyone else would go into large groups. And this wasn't a ton of travel due to where I'm working. So I knew with this construct, I could feel safe. And I also was with a group of people that we could communicate what was going to make each of us feel safe and comfortable. And the standard was set by whoever had the highest bar for safety. That's what we did. And that's what made me feel comfortable. And I realized that there's some people that are going to want to go to an island or go out of the country or do something else. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but one thing is you're not going to feel rested or restorative if you do not feel safe and you're using your mental capacity over the fact that you are anxious and uncomfortable. So you need to identify what makes you feel safe and use that as how you look at how you structure how you're going to vacate. And it may mean that you're going to do a staycation. You may be someone that the only place you feel safe is your house, and then you unplug, you put messages and let people know you're not answering email or phones for days. You just turn it all off and you staycate at the crib, or you staycate at a vacation, a place in town, or you go camping. It may be something that simple and contained, but you have to identify for yourself what makes you feel safe, especially in this pandemic, and use that as a guideline. So I don't want anybody to feel like they can't vacation or take time off because they feel unsafe in certain environments, because there's always the option to turn your home into a vacation. But I want you to be creative, but figure out what makes you feel safe and then do it. All right. So we're going to do a quick review and then we're going to get you out of here. Today we're talking about 5 lessons from vacation. I recently vacationed in Martha's Vineyard. As you come on, quick refresher. Do you know someone that needs to tag them? If you know someone that needs to share, sharing is caring. Third thing, if you're watching in our replay, just put hashtag replay in there. Let me know you were here. All right, replay. 5 lessons from vacation. Number 1, sometimes you just need to pause. Sometimes you just got to slow down. Sometimes you just need to stop. Again, remember, free 99. There's nothing like sleep. Your body needs it. It needs it to emotionally, physically, and spiritually heal. And it will also increase your energy level and your mental clarity. Sometimes you just need some good sleep. Doing the least is a vibe. You don't have to do the most. You don't have to do all the things. Sometimes doing the least is the thing. And only do what you feel like. It takes so much pressure off of doing what other people want to do. You do that anyway. You do that at work. Just do what you feel like. Number 5, you may not know you need some vacation till you take it. It's okay. So proactively take it, and then you'll figure out how much you needed it. The bonus is just figure out what makes you feel safe so that you can come up with something that feels safe, that you feel like you're not going to get the heebie jeebies, and that you're not going to use up part of your mental and emotional capacity on anxiety from feeling unsafe. We can always craft something together that feels safe for you. So that's what I got for you tonight. Thank you so much for coming. I always love spending time with you. Let's see what we got for you today. So, as you know, Growth Groove with Dr. Erica comes on Tuesdays at 7. So, you can always find me here Tuesdays at 7. The other place you can find me is you can find me on my podcast any day of the week, anytime, as it's preloaded content. You can find it at betterthepodcast.com. It's also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. If you get it, you can find it lots of places. I would love for you to check it out. I do have an announcement for you. Announcement. I don't know why I'm singing. So this is the episode that came out this morning, episode 17. Let's talk about sex and mental health with Dr. Dre. As you know, Dr. Dre is my business coach, and he's terribly entertaining. You do not want to miss this episode because we talk about so many things, some things you probably don't often get a chance to talk to with your doctor. So I would love for you to tune in and hear. It's going to feel a little bit different since we're talking about a little different topic, but I would love for you to check it out. It's at the usual spots and catch it. The other reason to check it out is this is the end of season 1. I decided to do 17 episodes for season 1. So thanks for being on this journey with me. I had no idea how much I would love podcasting, but thanks so much for being on the journey and for being with me for season 1. Season 2 will officially start on September 21st. So taking a little break. But guess what? I'm not going to leave you red-handed. I'm not going to leave you with nothing. So there'll still be some episodes that come out, but they're going to be special episodes that are kind of remixes with some commentary. So they'll still be really cool. They just won't be full 100% new episodes. And then the 100% new episodes will come out on September 21st. And I have something super special for that one. So you aren't going to want to miss it. And that's what I got for you. So in the meantime, listen to the podcast. Make sure you call at least one person and tell them that you love them. Make sure you continue to stay safe from the COVID, as my dad would say, the COVID. Wear your mask, wash your hands, continue to physically distance. It's not over yet. And I want us all to make it to the finish line and be able to talk about this pandemic later. Make sure you take some rest. Make sure you take some time for yourself because you deserve it. Again, I'm your host, Dr. Erica, double board certified psychiatrist and podcaster. I'm passionate about helping people be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry practice, my books, and my podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all that to help people like you that give and give and give and give and give and give and give a little bit more. But don't seem like you get filled. They just feel like you just give and then you're just empty. So I do this for people like you to put you back into your life. So catch the podcast. I'll be back Tuesday for Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. Thanks so much for coming. I feel all of the love, sending all the love and virtual hugs to you. And that's it for tonight. So until next time, have a better day.